What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy with Jmed's Brick Clicks. I sponsored my son's t-ball team this past summer, well, this last month, and you can see my son, he's right here, and then my wife right here was the coach. Just a little team, just kind of for fun, but I want to show you guys this idea that I got to give my wife and her friend Sarah, the coaches, something that you might want to try if you have a t-ball team or your son or daughter plays baseball or softball and you want to do something really special. It is not this. I'll show you it in just a second. First off, I got online, I got this. I already had one for myself. You get all these extra stickers with it, and it's a Lego trophy. So kind of tried to match up the colors with the green for the team, which works out really well. You'll notice this. This is something different, so I'll show you that in just a second. What I did, and it took a little bit of time, so I went on Lego's website, and you can make custom printed minifigs to an extent. There's catches to it, so you can't do team names, but you can do your name. I did that. You can see the baseball logo. It gives you some ideas. And I did my last name on the back. So it lets you do that. Tell me that's not cool. Now the one, it's a little bit more complicated than that. So if you're going to do it, you need to kind of exactly know what you're trying to make. If you just go on the Lego, it's kind of the same area on the Lego website as where the pick a brick is to pick pieces. There's like build a minifig. You need to know what you're trying to build because it can be a little daunting, and then trying to know what to put on one of these can be a little much. Then the one bad thing is they only come with white arms. So I had to get on Bricklink and get some green arms, just buying green arms to kind of match the shirt. So there was that. Here's the box. Let's look and see what's in this one. I've got it labeled C because I'm going to give this to my son. So he's got one. His number was 1. And the unfortunate thing with baseball, they don't have this bat, which I think it came with, I know Nelson in the Lego Simpsons minifigure, collectible minifigure series. There may be 1 or 2 other guys that have them, along with a couple other different colored bats. But yeah, the bat, I think, was, I ended up buying a few of them for a couple dollars, maybe like $1 a piece on Bricklink, trying to find those just so I can give him one. Now, how much does this cost? They're $12 a piece. That's the bad thing. But if you're going to do it as a present, you really take your time in doing it right. You get the lettering. Be sure to do bold lettering, because if you don't, it's not going to come out good. It's going to be too thin. I ended up having to get green hats because green hats weren't an option. It's a very limited palette of what you can choose. Now you can write all stuff on there all day, front and back, but designs, there's a decent amount of designs, there's a decent amount of legs. Head pieces, it's kind of limited. There's plenty of hair pieces, but hat colors, it's hit or miss. So here's what the box looks like. Every box that you get, one comes in there, and I got this trophy. This is the one I'm going to give to my wife. One of the options you can get, you always get some kind of special thing for them to hold, or some kind of accessory. So I picked the trophy, and you can see it's just hollow if you have this set. I stick this little weird thing I just built, which looks horrible until you sit it down in there, then it doesn't really matter. So what I've done is made a place for myself. I had to actually pitch a couple of the games. Put my son right here, and then the 1K for my wife Kelly. Again, the coach. I made one of her with her blonde hair. And let's see if I can get this out without ripping the box. And I'll show you what this looks like. And yeah, she's got glasses. I know she doesn't in the picture, but she does. And put coach on the back of hers. Now to me, it's a really cool design. So when we put this on the shelf, kind of just like that, tell me that doesn't look fairly interesting. It's a conversation piece for sure. So that's what I did. You can just rotate it around the back. You can see our names and the coach. Decent printing. It's not the greatest, but it is decent, and it's officially Lego, so there's that. So I wanted to put my son on the top because he's got the shorter legs. If you'll notice, I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. But yeah. Now the other ones are Sarah and her son Jensen right here. I made one for them, only it's just a 2 because it's just the 2 of them. And it'll go right there. They'll sit there. We'll put that trophy on there, which I think, yeah, it's right in there. And then they'll get one themselves. So, it's an idea. If you guys are looking for something to do as a present or something like that, who knows? Maybe your kids play school ball, basketball, baseball, football. There's options out there. Sometimes, though, you may have to get on Bricklink and pick and choose some more arm pieces or maybe special accessories. They have a glove accessory. The problem is I'm left-handed, my son's left-handed. They only make a right-handed or a glove for a person that throws right-handed. So that's why I didn't get him a glove. So just in case you're wondering, that's why. All right, I think we'll leave it there. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If you need any help doing this, reach out. I'll help you guys out. And one last time, there's a set number. If you want to try to get this on Bricklink or eBay, it's one of the easier trophies to get. I think it's one of the cheaper ones maybe of the 3 or 4 that are out there. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Right there, bud.